Greetings gamers, I'm Aaron Crow and welcome to MVPiece. Today is kind of a different episode. It's actually a very special episode for me. So I am one of the designers of a game called TEETER Tower, published by Gamewright Games. I designed this with my friend Ryan Scott, and this is our first published game. And this is the first final copy of anything that I've ever made. So it just felt like something I'd want to document. It felt like it would be fun to do an unboxing video of me opening up our little creation here. But before I open it, I thought it'd be fun to kind of walk through just a little bit of the history of this game. So the very first playable version was made on Post-it notes that were stuck to tiles that I borrowed from 5 tribes and a bunch of dice. And this was in November of 2018, which we called Pip Tower at the time. So I'll bring out my my little Pip Tower production shoebox here. So this has a lot of the early prototypes, lots of different iterations that we kind of honed over the years that we were developing it. But yeah, so that first playable version, we played with friends and family first, then we started taking it to open game nights, gaming conventions in the proto rooms. I was leading after school programs for work, so I'd play with those kids. Ryan would play it with his church youth group. We did a designer's night event at Snakes and Lattes Tempe, just playing it with everyone we could and getting everyone's feedback. And it just became clear like we were onto something kind of fun, kind of special. You know, we were seeing a lot of the player experience was kind of exactly what we wanted to deliver, just that exciting kind of tension and just real big, everyone holding their breath kind of moments. And so after tons of play testing, we cleaned up our prototype a bit, no longer on Post-it notes. We got some nicer labels for the tiles, played around with different sizes, here's the dice. And we got to the point where we were ready to pitch it. We were already going to gaming conventions, Origins, Gen Con, PAX Unplugged. So we started pitching Pip Tower to a small handful of publishers in summer of 2019. Gamewright reached out to us, asked for a prototype, and we had a follow-up meeting with them in December of 2019 at PAX Unplugged, where we were very excited that they told us they were very excited about the game and gave us a couple of design notes. That night, we went back to our hotel from the convention and started brainstorming ideas to present them when we got back. So we kicked around some ideas with them, and in May of 2020, we officially signed the game. And since that time, we did even more playtesting, more iterations, tried some way extreme ideas, kind of went back to basics, tried some new ideas. Everyone involved really just wanted the game to be the best it could possibly be. So we really challenged ourselves to explore every idea, no matter how crazy. And then finally, at this year's Gen Con 2022, they handed us these. And they were hoping the game would be able to get there and release in time for Gen Con to have a big debut. But obviously right now with the pandemic and shipping, didn't happen. We didn't get it in time, but they did have a limited handful of production copies here that they were demoing and starting to show people to generate some excitement of the game. And when we stopped by their booth, they handed Ryan a copy, they handed me a copy, and we were both just kind of, you know, in awe. It's a crazy thing for as long as we've been working on it to kind of see that final product and to be able to hold it and have it be tangible. Again, you know, it started some Post-it notes on tiles borrowed from another game, and now it's its own thing and it's out there in the world. And then to flip the box around and to see our names credited on the box. Game by Aaron Crow and Ryan Scott. That's a special feeling. The convention required masks, so our faces were covered, but we just had permanent, huge smiles on our face. Yeah, what a thing. So I feel like all that's left is to, so I've not opened it. I've had it for, what is it now? Probably a little over a month. And I've not opened it yet. It's in its shrink wrap still, and it just kind of, I don't know. I don't know what I've been waiting for, but it just kind of felt extra special, like being in this new pristine thing. But I think we got to crack it open, and we gotta hold the pieces, and we got to be able to play the game. So here we go. We are unboxing Teeter Tower. This is it's a little surreal. It's a little surreal. There's just something about it. You know, I've opened hundreds of games, and it's always exciting. But man, this is yeah, this is a moment. This is a real special moment for us. All right, Teeter Tower. Ooh, the Gamewright catalog. Oh my gosh, I've been checking some recent releases to see if our game appeared in the Gamewright catalog, and look at that, Teeter Tower, a dicey dexterity game. We're in the catalog. Look, to think our game among all of these classics here. You know, Gamewright like has such an amazing catalog, and we're just in here now. You know, just games I've played, you know, time and time again at game nights. And to see our creation among them is a pretty good feeling. Wow, so many good games. Word Heist, play Word Heist. Word Heist is so good. Oh man. Oh, this is I'm not even getting into it yet, and this is already a pretty big thing for me. Gamewright. We hope you have fun with this Gamewright game. Please fill out the form on the other side and tell us what you think. Comment cards. Hey, I don't know if they'll share this information with me, but if you have comments about Teeter Tower, hey, fill out this little survey and let them know, because I would love the feedback. I truly would. Here is our rule book. Ooh, very nice, clean. That's it. This is the rule. Oh, excellent. We got Spanish right on the back side here. Excellent. But otherwise, this is the rules to the game. It was one of those games that we really thought was special because it's just one of those very light, simple rules games. It's very quick and easy to explain. And you could get people, you know, jumping right into it very quickly and be able to really, hopefully, have a good time with it. So this is the rules. You know, it's got all the contents here. Overview. Work as a team to build a tower made of dice and tiles. Take turns rolling dice and stacking tiles one by one on top of each other. Collaborate with your teammates and plan carefully, as your moves will be limited by the color of the dice and the numbers you've rolled. If you can place all the tiles and the capstone before the tower topples or you run out of dice, you win. And we have different difficulties here, which we played a lot with because the game can be very challenging. There's our little difficulty table here, so you can scale it based on your skill level, or if you're playing with kids. Nice clean graphics, good visuals. On the rules and the placement rules here, a nice little box to refer to. Wow, yeah, this is a very clean, streamlined version. I love any game that can just have the rules just, you know, without really needing to flip pages. I think that's always a big advantage to getting a game to the table and introducing it to people. Well, this is fun. A word from Gamewright. As you may already be aware, we're big fans of cooperative games at Gamewright. But what you may not know is we also have a soft spot for dexterity games too. So when we first saw Aaron Crow and Ryan Scott's game that combined both these elements, we were immediately smitten. Oh, Gamewright, making me blush. With variable difficulty and a random assortment of tiles every time you play, we hope this game will tickle your fancy even if your tower topples. That's a fun little bit there. All right, and here it is, our tiles. Open them, open them, open them, open them, open them. There they are. All of our tiles. I absolutely love the color choice they went with, the color scheme. I think is just a slam dunk. They're just so bright and fun. A great combination here. So this is a Capstone Tile, the very last one that you place to hopefully win the game. And then each of our different color categories here. Oh my gosh, these feel nice and thick. Oh my gosh, yeah, it's in prototyping you really just work with what you have. So these feel good, you know, these final production ones. And of course the reverse side for that extra bit of challenge, the twisted tiles, which will force you to twist your tower by rotating the tile that goes on top of it and also shifting the balance of your tower a little bit. So this is the more challenging side, and you can mix in as many of those as you want when you play. Which playing with an entirely twisted tile set might be one of my new favorite ways to play. I had a lot of fun playtesting that one. Let's get our bag, our printed bag, Teeter Tower. A nice canvas bag here. All right, let's look at the goodies. Whew. The starting block here. So you build your tower on top of this. It's that kind of pedestal, and you build everything up from there. Our first version didn't have this, and you just built it flat on the table, and it made the first few tiles that you played kind of unexciting. And this immediately just puts some pressure on, and you start to realize that you need to make some good placement decisions if you're gonna make it far in this game. So that was a huge revelation for us there. Let me find our capstone. There it is. And if you can build your tower up to the height based on your challenge, the little cherry on top, boom, you could put it there, and if you can do that, your tower still stands. Hey, you just won the game. So there it is. And our dice. Yes. Again, love the colors that they went with, and they're actually a very accurate to the colors they use on the tiles, which is good because the color of dice and the color zones on the tiles are actually a very important part of gameplay. So it's great that those are just so obvious and match so well. I'll look at those, but yeah, these are just fun colors. These look good. They feel good. Oh, the sound of dice. The sound of dice. I'm gonna just lay all these out a little bit. So yeah, there it all is. There's that's Teeter Tower. That's our baby. We're finally being able to hold a final version of the game. The same version that hopefully just countless other players are going to play with and hopefully enjoy. So, it feels good. It feels good. Yeah. So thanks again for checking it out. I'm going to be making a how to play video on the game because I have a lot of practice teaching this game. I hope you check out the game. If you play it, I would, I'm going to be watching bgg.com and all that, YouTube for gameplay videos, hashtag Teeter Tower. I'm going to be following all of it like a proud little parent, just seeing my baby all grown up. So thanks again, and I'll see you next time on